Welcome to today's video, guys. This follows part one where we installed a transmission cooler on my 2022 V6 Next Gen Ranger. This is the XLT model. If you want to check out that video, you can check a link here. Today, I'm going to cover off how it's been performing since I've installed it. I'll cover some day-to-day driving, and then we'll also hook up our caravan and we'll do some driving, some comparison. So hope you enjoy. Let's get into it. Okay, it's the morning after having the trans cooler installed. I've been driving for about 4 minutes now and the transmission's sitting at 36 degrees. Now at this point it would normally be well over 50 degrees. So it's a slower build to temperature compared to what it would usually do. Got about a 45 to 50 minute drive ahead of me and we'll see kind of what it reaches and what it maintains. This is going to give it a good test because we're in some pretty heavy traffic today. Normally in heavy traffic like this, the transmission can rise anywhere to about 95 degrees. I've even seen it get to 100 in peak hour traffic, stop and start. So it'll be interesting to see in similar conditions. It's quite a warmish day here today in Perth as well, where it's sort of sitting, where it's happy, and that'll give me a good barometer for how it's going to be performing. Okay, so in peak hour traffic, it's just popped up to 84. Just see how it goes. Yeah, it'll be interesting if it kind of continues to climb. So the transmission got up to about 85 degrees on the freeway in some peak hour. Coming off the freeway and I was static at lights for a few minutes and it got up to about 90 degrees. So as a comparison, I was getting up to about 96, 97 in similar conditions. There is a difference. I would say anything from sort of 7 to 10 degrees difference. Once I'm moving now, it's sort of hovering around the 89.4 degrees. I'm just idling at the moment, parked up, went to 92 degrees, now it's down to 91. So the cooler's definitely managing the temperatures better than the previous heat exchange. I was getting in the same sort of drive, currently I'd be getting easy sort of 97 degrees on the transmission. So it's definitely maintaining those temps better, but the real test will be when I hook the van up and see how we go. Why I'm just testing it idling at the moment is quite often I'll pump up the tyres when I'm sort of stationary on the side of the track. The vehicle will be hot and I'll leave it running for several minutes while I'm doing that. So just wanted to see how the vehicle performs with the idling temps. But as I said before, it was 92, now it's dropped to 90. So in the time I've been talking to you, it's dropped to 2 degrees. Hopefully it drops further, but I don't think I'm going to have any issues with overheating while it's idling, which is great. In terms of off-road performing, we've taken this on the beach a couple of times since the transmission cooler has been installed. It's been performing really well. We haven't seen any of those high temperatures up around the 100 degrees that we did previously. So that's a really positive sign. Temperatures are very consistent to what we just showed on the on-road driving test. Now let's get into the towing performance. Yeah, we're just cruising on the freeway at the moment. We've been driving for about 10 minutes. Transmission sitting at just over 70 degrees. So yeah, not working too hard. It'll stay like this for a bit and then it will incrementally sort of increase. When we get some hills and things, I'll show you the difference. And obviously this doesn't have a trans cooler on it at the moment. Just to touch on the towing conditions today, it's 31 degrees, blue skies, so it's a nice sunny day. Not overly hot, but sort of nice summer weather. So a few hills and where the transmission starts to get a bit warm, so it's up to 91 degrees now. So we're actually going north. We're on the Indian Ocean Drive at the minute, and those of you that have driven it, you know it's quite hilly, a lot of up and down. I generally lock out the top 3 gears on hilly conditions, so I'm only using gears 1 to 7. This is a 10-speed automatic. It doesn't generally get above 100, but it's got close a few times. Yeah, we're up over 97 degrees now on the transmission, so yeah, definitely starting to get warm. Seems to take a while to get warm, but then once it's there, it's there, and it's very hard to get rid of it. So yeah, be interested to see with the transmission cooler on just how much of a difference it makes. Almost at 100 now on the transmission. There you go. Okay, we've been driving about 30 minutes now with the caravan hooked up. The transmission's sitting at 82 degrees, so that's pretty good after driving on the Mitchell Freeway. We are going about 80 kilometers, so we're not driving particularly fast. There's roadworks currently on the freeway, but as a comparison, I was expecting to get closer to about 90 degrees with the heat exchanger previously. So that's a bit of a guide. In about sort of 30 minutes, we'll be on the Kwinana Freeway. We'll be driving at 100 kilometers, and then we can report back to see how it's performing. Okay, we're cruising at 100 at the moment on the Kwinana Freeway. As you can see, the transmission's at 91 degrees, so considerably cooler than what I was getting before. So that's a really positive sign for us as we do a lot of towing with this vehicle. So yeah, really happy. We've been driving now for just over an hour, so plenty of time for that transmission to warm up, and it's certainly maintaining those temps much better than it was with the heat exchanger. So just gone up a big hill, and it's sort of still sitting at like 92 degrees. So that's basically the ceiling, it seems, on this cooler. So it gets to about 92 degrees, and it manages the temperature at that level, which is amazing, because previously, as you'd see, when we didn't have the transmission cooler, we were getting up to 100 degrees at times. So that's really hot, and it's working it hard, and you know, obviously that will impact the longevity of the transmission. So yeah, really happy with the outcome today. Probably what I have noticed is a small increase in coolant temperature, but only minor, 1 or 2 degrees. Probably just impacted a little bit of airflow to the radiator, but other than that, really happy. So yeah, thanks again to Rod and the team at Wholesale, and yeah, looking forward to getting this out and about. Thanks for watching today's video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, please drop those in the comments and I'll be happy to answer those. If you're new to the channel, thank you for watching, and please hit that subscribe button. It certainly helps the channel grow. See you all in the next video. Bye.